I am now about to show you how to use some mathematical functions in C provided by the math.h header file. So let's import this math.h header file, which is what will enable us to use the various math functions we are going to see in this video. Okay, now that this header file is imported, let's get started. First of all, we need to know that these math functions we are going to see are functions which are applicable only to numeric data types in C. So I will start by declaring an integer variable called num and setting it to 9. Now the first thing we will see is how to use the square root function to find the square root of a number. So I will print the square root of 9 using the square root function. So I have printed a message saying the square root of num equals %f. I have used %f as format specifier to print the square root of num even if num is an integer, because the square root function is going to return a value which can be a decimal value. So since this value can be a decimal value, we have to use a decimal data type like %f or %lf for float or double respectively. So I have just printed this as a float so that if there are any decimal points in the value returned, we are going to see all of them. Now I'm going to write square root or sqrt, which stands for square root. This is the function that returns the square root of the number, followed by a set of parentheses, and then I will specify the value whose square root I want to find, which is num. Okay, now let me run this. We see the square root of num equals 3.00000. Perfect. I will now use the cube root function to find the cube root of a number. So I will simply use this same example, but I will change this to cube root. So the cube root of num equals %f. I'm going to print it as a float still because it is going to return the value as a decimal. And then I will change the name of the function from square root to cube root. I will write cbrt this time around for cube root. And then within the parentheses, I will still specify num, which is the value whose cube root I want to find. Now let me run this again. Now we see the cube root of num equals 2.080084. The next function we are going to see in this video is the power function. This is going to take a value and then raise it to the power of another value specified. So I am going to use this same variable num which we have declared here already, and then I'm going to raise it to the power of 2 and print it. So I'm going to modify this message here a bit. So I have said num raised to the power of 2 equals %f. And then this time around, I will change the name of the function and put POW, which stands for power. It's going to take two parameters. The first parameter is going to be the value which will be raised to a given power, and then I'll follow it by a comma. Now I will write the power to which I want to raise num, which is 2 in this example. So this is going to return the value of num to the second power. Let me run this now. We see num raised to the power of 2 equals 81.0. You can take your calculators and try this out to see if it gives the same result. Okay friends, so those are some common math functions which we have available in the C programming language. Obviously, there may be more of them, but these are the common ones which you need to know if at all you will ever need them someday. So see you in the next video.